the HR team did say quite clearly that like, okay, you know, you shouldn't be dating in the office. So we didn't want to be like, hey, we broke the rules.
Hi, my name's Alastair. I'm 26 this year and I'm dating my colleague Kezia.
Hi, I'm Kezia. I'm 27 years old and I'm dating my colleague Alastair.
How did you guys meet?
We first met as interns in 2018. During the first few days, there's an orientation and then we need to work together with other interns to do certain projects. So we were grouped up together for one of them. I think it's a photography project, but I just need to point out that he completely forgot this happened.
I honestly don't quite remember it. So she was in my group, but I don't remember her because I was so focused on doing the assignment and trying to prove myself as an intern.
We didn't really talk after that project because different departments, we do different things. Then towards the end of both our internships,
we got sent on a work trip together. So we went to Gold Coast together. Like 3 months or so before the trip, they told us that we had to run a half marathon. Back then, there was a messaging app that TSL used, which is called Rocket. So we messaged on Rocket and said like, hi, we need to train for the half marathon, so do you want to like go and run?
So we met up a lot, and then a lot of the times it was just two of us going up to run around the office, just jogging around like 2 or 3 times a week. So we got to know each other a lot more during then.
And then we went on a trip together, and then everything else is... everything else just, just happened, I'll pay right back. I was resting my hand like this. I think she thought that I wanted her to hold my hand.
He just put his hand on the armrest like this, and then I'm over here. And then he just left it like that, like hand open, like asking for something like that. Then he just looked around.
So she just held it. But in my head, I'm like, oh, she wanted to hold my hand.
He told me that he's extremely afraid of heights, like extremely afraid, terrified. Like if he so much as goes on an overhead bridge, he will feel fear. It's like what I would do for like my friend or my sister. Like, okay, if you're terrified, you know what? I'll hold your hand so you don't freak out.
And then just after the relationship, then we talked about it, and then we realized that she thought I wanted it. I didn't.
What do you not like most about being a couple at work?
Really enough, I feel like it's like the external pressure. Especially because we were like the first, I guess, couple to be official in the company. So whenever we're together in the setting of a workplace, we don't really know how to behave properly. Because we're like, every single time we talk, we feel like a million eyes are on us. Because they're like, oh my god, are they gonna like hold hands? Are they gonna like kiss? And then we were just like, oh my god, we can't even like acknowledge each other anymore because every time we talk, it just gets super awkward.
Even though it's good that our lives like intertwine, sometimes it can like overlap a bit too much. I think I like to think about it separately. So the fact that Alastair like is in the same company as me, we talk about work within work, outside of work. Like, everything is just kind of mixed up. Like it kind of like messes my brain a little bit.
Before our relationship, like couples weren't allowed in the office. So being the first couple, I felt a lot of pressure to like not ruin it for everyone. For example, we broke up and it was bad, or like we worked together and the project was terrible, and then like suddenly the rules rethought. So I felt a lot of pressure to like be the role model couple or like not screw up for everyone.
Did you have to hide the relationship?
When we first got together, we tried to hide it as much as possible because we didn't want people to think that like, oh, like they were like dating even like when they were both interns in the office. Like it wasn't an image they wanted to plant in people's head, because I think at that point in time, the HR team did say quite clearly that like, okay, you shouldn't be dating in the office. So we didn't want to be like, hey, we broke the rules, because we didn't only dated after.
After we got together and we were out of the company already, because our internship ended, we just like, no point in hiding it anymore. So we just said it. Turns out I was going to go back to the company another 3 more times, and that's when we declared that we're in a relationship, and then they had to change the rule and everything like that.
How did your colleagues react when they found out?
Oh, they interrogated us. After we got together, like one of my colleagues had a birthday party at a chalet, and then like Alastair and I both attended because we knew the same group of people lah. So we went down and then they just sat us down on a chair, I think, and then they just started asking us questions. They were very amused by it. I think most people would be, because it's quite, I wouldn't say it's entirely unusual, but like it's not something that happens very often. People dating each other within the office. They were like waiting for all the gossip, trying to milk out the tea.
most of the reaction was like, I knew it. Everyone was teasing me after Gold Coast. They're like, oh, you and Kezia, like close got together already or not? But I was denying everything because I was still trying to hide it at that point. We were only dating. I was still trying to hide it. When I eventually told them, they were like, I'm not surprised. Like, no one was surprised. It's nice lah. It felt like people were supportive of the relationship.
How do you maintain a work-life balance with your partner?
Oh, I think that's a better question for Kezia because she's a lot more conscious of work-life balance. I don't really care, to be honest, but I think that one thing that really helped was definitely the work chat.
We have a normal group chat and then we also have a work group chat. It's just called Kezia and Alastair work chat or something like that lah. Anything that is even remotely like work related, like even if it's like maybe someone asks us even do a couple shoot together, we send it to that work group chat.
And we don't talk about anything personal on that lah. So it's a lot easier to separate, a lot easier for me to also like know the urgency in which I need to reply these messages.
What do you like most about being a couple at work?
When I'm in office and I'm like having a bad day, and then she'll just like walk past, like carrying her mug. It does like perk me up a little bit, like, make me feel a lot happier, feel like I'm not alone. It's nice to have someone that's not in the same department, someone who's in the same company that I can like talk to about like the problems that I'm having at work or the problems we are having at work in general. Maybe a bit harsh to say, but it feels like sometimes like me, it's like us against the world. And it's nice to have that feeling lah.
He shared something about like when he sees you in the office, he perks up his day a bit. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, a little bit. It's so curing to say that. I will have to walk past his table almost every day to get to my seat. So if I go toilet, I walk past his table. And then like every time I walk past, I will like look at him, then he will like look at me, then we will like give each other a stupid smile and then just like continue on with our day. So I think it really helps to brighten up my day also. But the fact that we're in the same company, in the same industry and everything, we can really relate to each other's like problems, struggles, like happy moments and all that. So that's something that's quite nice, I feel. The fact that our lives are quite intertwined.
When did you realize that you fell in love?
Like a moment.
It wasn't like, those movie moments, like the very romantic, like, oh, like you see the sparkles and everything. It was more like a gradual thing.
I think there was one night where the playground below her house, I was sitting up, then she was kind of just like had her head on my lap and we were just talking. That was when I felt like, I was quite sure about it lah. Yeah, I loved her lah.
Over time, just somehow like I found myself enjoying spending time with him a lot. Yeah, it just kind of built up until I one day realized, oh, actually, I like this person.
What about him?
What? Sorry. To
On hindsight, I
simplify
think it's just
into
because
like
we
one
are
line, like we are
the same kind of
stupid.
stupid.
Do you think romantic relationships at work can generally work out?
I think it works out better. Because like you're kind of already put in a situation where you get to spend a lot of time with the person. It just feels very natural, at least for us lah, because we spend our time together, so we get to know each other better and therefore we got together. I liken it to like hanging out with people at school, like people dating in school. You spend so much time with the person, like it just works out. Yeah.
I do think you need to be a certain type of person to do this lah. You cannot just be like, because I had an argument with her or like we didn't have a good day the day before, and then suddenly now I come to work, I don't want to talk to her at all, and it makes everyone's mood like down. And also, you need to be like super transparent about a lot of things to each other. You need to talk about like, oh, if we break up, what's gonna happen? It's something that like most couples won't want to talk about and don't like to talk about because like why would they? But it's something that we had to think about as well lah. Like if we break up, how are we going to be okay with it? Like are we going to be okay working together? If they send us another work trip together after we broke up, will we be okay? And when we both agree that the answer is yes, then that's when we got to do it lah. I feel like being in an office romance, the odds are kind of already stacked against you. And you have to do things like this that are hard work, not glamorous, and honestly not very fun to do. But you have to do it to kind of even the odds lah.
Is there anything you would like to say to your partner?
Is there anything I would like to say to my partner?
Hope you didn't say anything bad about me.
I hate you.
Oh, I'm very bad at this kind of thing. I think he's very good. I'm very bad.
Hi Kezia, if you're watching this, don't. This is for the audience to realize how cute of a couple we are, so don't watch this. You are the best girlfriend I could ever ask for. I know maybe I say it too often to the point where like maybe you think that I say it just cause I want to make you happy or something, but I genuinely believe that. Like sometimes you will tell me that you want that good of a girlfriend, and it's just insane to me that you think that. And I think being in this relationship is easy because it's with you. I love you. Tell you at work. If you're watching this at work. If you're watching this at work, Brian, she's watching this at work. Fire her, please. Thank you.
It's been fun working with you so far. Here's to a good working relationship and a good relationship outside of work for the next forever, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Love you, babe.
Oh, wait. Auntie, if you're watching this, I actually love her a lot. I don't hate her. Yee!
Okay.
So disgusting.